ARMY was not ready. Jeon Jungkook goes wild during Day 2 Soundcheck in El Paso. Hello ARMY all around the world. Welcome back to the Kpop BTS channel, where every moment feels more alive, every story feels closer, and every second with BTS carries a deeper meaning. That day, El Paso was once again filled with an unusual energy. If Day 1 already felt like an emotional explosion, then Day 2 felt like a much bigger storm getting ready to hit. Since the morning, the atmosphere around the venue already felt different. ARMY gathered earlier than before, bringing their light sticks, banners, and huge expectations in their hearts. But this time, there was one thing that made everything feel more intense. The soundcheck. A moment that is usually calm, exclusive, and warm, suddenly turned into something far more wild. And it all started when one figure stepped onto the stage. Yes, Jeon Jungkook. The moment Jungkook appeared, everything changed instantly. ARMY's screams exploded uncontrollably. Even before the music started, even before he said a single word, the energy was already overwhelming. It felt like everyone just knew. Today would be different. Jungkook stood at the center of the stage with an aura that's hard to explain. Relaxed, yet deadly. Calm, yet filled with explosive energy ready to be unleashed at any second. And when the first music started, boom! Everything exploded. His movements were sharp. His expressions were deep. And his charisma, completely unstoppable. This wasn't just a soundcheck. It felt like a mini concert, maybe even more intense because everything happened so close, so real, with no distance. The ARMY who were there, were truly not ready. Every step Jungkook took on stage felt like it hit straight into the hearts of the audience. Every glance he gave made the screams grow louder. And every small smile was enough to make thousands lose control. There was one moment when Jungkook paused. He looked toward the crowd, smiled, and then did an improvised move that wasn't even part of the set list. And right there, that soundcheck stadium turned into pure hysteria. ARMY screamed louder than ever. Some couldn't even say anything, they could only cover their faces because it was too overwhelming. As if Jungkook was saying, "I haven't even started the concert, but you better be ready." And that's what made Day 2 feel so special. Because Jungkook didn't just perform. He played with the audience's emotions. He teased, surprised, and at the same time, showed just how powerful his control over the stage truly is. Even in a soundcheck, which is usually considered just a warm-up, Jungkook delivered a performance that already felt like the peak of a concert. And what's even crazier, he looked like he was enjoying every second of it. His soft laughter, his relaxed interactions, the way he moved so freely, everything felt natural, yet incredibly powerful. ARMY could all feel the same thing. This wasn't the usual Jungkook. This was a Jungkook who stood on that stage with a different aura, one that felt sharper, stronger, and impossible to ignore. Every movement carried intention. Every glance toward the crowd felt deeper. It was as if he wasn't just performing, he was claiming the moment as entirely his. He looked more confident than ever before. More daring in the way he played with the music, the stage, and the energy of ARMY. And above all, more free. Free from hesitation. Free from limits. Free to truly express who he is as an artist. Even during something as simple as a soundcheck, Jungkook blurred the line between preparation and performance. The way he moved, the way he smiled, the way he connected, it didn't feel rehearsed. It felt real. Raw. Alive. The crowd could feel it too. Every cheer grew louder. Every heartbeat in that stadium seemed to sync with his presence. And for a moment, it didn't even feel like a warm-up anymore. It felt like the beginning of something unforgettable. And when the soundcheck finally came to an end, there was this strange silence in the air, not because it lacked energy, but because everyone was trying to process what they had just witnessed. If that was only the soundcheck, then what would happen when the real concert began? The thought alone sent chills through the crowd. Because Jungkook had already pushed expectations higher than anyone imagined. He had already shown a version of himself that felt elevated, like he was about to unlock something even bigger once the lights truly went down and the show officially started. El Paso Day 2 hadn't even truly begun. But the impact? It was already massive. Jungkook had set the tone. He had raised the stakes. And most importantly, he had made one thing absolutely certain. That night wouldn't just be another concert. It would be a moment. A memory. A story that ARMY would carry with them for a long, long time. So now, the question is, what do you think, ARMY? Was this one of the wildest, most unforgettable soundchecks you've ever heard of? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's talk about it, relive it, and feel that energy all over again. And don't forget, like, share, and subscribe for more updates on BTS and their incredible moments. Because if this was just the beginning, you already know the next story is going to be even bigger. See you.